The night sky over Beirut erupted in flames. Plumes of smoke billowed into the air. The deafening roar of explosions echoed through the streets. For the first time since the devastating 2006 war, Israeli airstrikes had struck the heart of Lebanon's capital. The targets suspected Hezbollah strongholds. These included weapons depots and command centers. Israel claimed responsibility for the attacks, framing them as retaliation for a barrage of rockets fired from Lebanon into its territory. The strikes sent shockwaves through Beirut, a city still scarred by years of conflict. They served as a stark reminder of the volatile relationship between Israel and Hezbollah, two adversaries locked in a perpetual struggle for power and influence. Israel's response was swift and decisive. Hours after rockets rained down on its northern towns, Israeli warplanes soared across the border. Their mission to punish Hezbollah and cripple its ability to launch further attacks. The Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, released footage of the airstrikes. They showed precision munitions obliterating targets. The IDF emphasized that it was targeting Hezbollah's military infrastructure, not Lebanese civilians. However, the strikes inevitably raised fears of a wider conflict. Hezbollah, a powerful Shiite militia and political party, vowed to respond. The group's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, warned that Israel would pay the price for its aggression. The situation was extremely tense. Both sides had shown a willingness to escalate, raising the specter of another devastating war in the region. To understand the current crisis, one must delve into the history of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict. This bitter rivalry dates back decades and is rooted in complex political, ideological, and territorial disputes. Hezbollah emerged in the 1980s during Lebanon's civil war. It was formed with the support of Iran to resist Israeli occupation of southern Lebanon. The group gained notoriety for its guerrilla tactics against Israeli forces. In 2000, Israel withdrew from southern Lebanon after years of fighting. However, Hezbollah's military strength continued to grow, fueled by Iranian support. This arms buildup alarmed Israel, which viewed the group as a major threat to its security. The tensions boiled over in 2006. After Hezbollah captured 2 Israeli soldiers, a full-scale war erupted. The conflict lasted 34 days and caused widespread destruction in both Lebanon and Israel. Section 4, the road to escalation from rockets to airstrikes. The recent escalation can be traced back to a series of events that have heightened tensions along the Israel-Lebanon border. These incidents have created a dangerous cycle of action and reaction, pushing both sides closer to the brink. One key trigger was the ongoing conflict in Syria. Hezbollah's involvement in the Syrian civil war on the side of President Bashar al-Assad has further strained its relations with Israel. Israel has repeatedly struck Hezbollah targets inside Syria, seeking to prevent the group from obtaining advanced weapons. In recent months, there has also been an uptick in rocket attacks from Lebanon into Israel. While Hezbollah has not claimed responsibility for all of these attacks, Israel holds the group responsible for providing support to other militant groups operating in the area. These attacks, coupled with Hezbollah's growing arsenal, have fueled a sense of insecurity in Israel. The Israeli government has come under increasing pressure to act decisively to deter further aggression. Section 5. Trapped in the crossfire, civilians bear the brunt. As always, it is the civilians who bear the brunt of the conflict. In Israel, families in northern towns huddled in bomb shelters. Schools and businesses were forced to close. The constant fear of rocket attacks took a heavy toll on daily life. In Lebanon, the situation was even more dire. The airstrikes caused widespread damage to infrastructure, including power plants and hospitals. Thousands of people were displaced from their homes, seeking refuge in overcrowded shelters or with relatives. The conflict has exacerbated an already dire humanitarian crisis in Lebanon. The country is grappling with a severe economic meltdown, political instability, and the aftermath of the devastating 2020 Beirut port explosion. The renewed violence has only deepened the suffering of the Lebanese people. Section 6. A region on edge, the wider implications of the conflict. The renewed fighting between Israel and Hezbollah has sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. The conflict has the potential to draw in other regional actors, further destabilizing an already volatile part of the world. Iran, Hezbollah's main backer, has condemned the Israeli strikes and vowed to support its ally. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, has expressed support for Israel's right to defend itself while also urging restraint. The international community has called for an immediate ceasefire and a return to negotiations. However, the prospects for a lasting peace remain dim. The underlying issues that have fueled the conflict for decades remain unresolved. The situation is extremely volatile. Any miscalculation or escalation could have catastrophic consequences, not just for Israel and Lebanon, but for the entire region.